Saturday. Welcome to the first day of my second weekly vlog. Hopefully you've managed to watch my first weekly vlog, and if you did and you've enjoyed it, remember to give the thumbs up. So yes, it is Saturday today. The sun is shining, there's perfect blue sky, not even a cloud in the sky. And I know I'm not the only one, but when you've got days like this, it just brings your mood up, it makes you feel happy inside, and you think, yes, I can conquer this day. And it is such a nice day. I have been out this morning and in the shade it's still quite chilly, but if you get in the sun with no breeze, and I think it's actually quite warm. So I'm actually thinking like, yes, spring and summer on their way, and it's only round the corner. So I didn't have much planned for today. I just want to try and have a bit of a chilled weekend because I've got a few busy weekends coming up. But I actually did manage to do my nails last night. Woo! I'm meaning to do them all week, and I finally got around to doing them last night. And then my friend Neve, who literally lives like less than like a minute walk away, she lives on the next road, messaged me this morning, like, oh, I've got a few things to do in town, do you fancy a coffee? And I was like, yeah, I haven't got anything planned, why not? And it's quite a casual thing, nothing too much. So I had a walk into town with her, we had a few things to do, had a bit of a girly catch up, and then we went to Costa. She had a coffee, I had a pot of tea because I don't actually like coffee, and I also had a sneaky croissant as well. It was a bit of a treat. But yeah, it was really nice. It was just such a nice walk up there as well, like when you got the sun, we were just talking about, yes, summer's on its way and how good moods we felt in and everything we got planned, and it was really good. And when I was out, I actually walked into Lee because he walked into town to eventually just get his hair cut, but he actually managed to go out for lunch as well. And then when I was partying, I was like, are you coming home? He's like, no, I'm just going to go and have because it's a sunny day, I'm just going to go and have a pint. And I was like, oh, okay, like you do. But that's the way me and Lee work. Like, we do things together. We always sort of don't just do anything sort of like to consult each other, but he sort of says, like, I'm doing this, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this. And I think that's a really healthy relationship, to have your own separate things. You know, you have your own life, but you still work together in a relationship. So yeah, I think he's probably due home like any time now, but that works for us, and yeah, it's really good. So when I got back from town, because we walked back, I found that I had a parcel from Kidsman. It finally came. I think it was meant to be delivered yesterday, but it didn't. So yes, I'm writing all down. I'm going to open it up. I've actually, what I've ordered, I actually saw online, and I was like, no, I don't want them. And now in a local shop they didn't have my size ever. I was like, no, and then I finally was like, yes, I want them now, because it's sort of with the weather changing. I want some like new shoes to wear with jeans instead of having to wear like boots and stuff like that. So I've been looking for these for a while, and then online they were sold out in my size for ages. But I finally got my size back in. I'm so excited. Look, I got these Disney, Mickey and Minnie sort of like trainer type shoes. Oh my god, don't they look so good? So I'm really excited for like the nicer weather now that I can wear them with jeans, like I said. And yeah, I'm really excited. Look, I'm not excited to try them on. So I'm just trying them on. Look how pretty they are. I'm so glad I got these now. They're really comfortable. So I've still got the sort of string on them, but they are so comfy. And like I was saying, when I first saw them, it wasn't the weather for them. I liked them, but they just didn't have the weather, because you don't really want to buy these shoes when it's sort of going into winter, but the prime time to sell them is when you're going into spring. So I'm really happy, like with the nice weather, I'm going to get a lot of wear out of them, I think, this sort of spring, summer. And they're really comfortable, they fit really well. I did order some other bits from Kidsman, but they're present, and for whom they're for, they might be watching these videos, and I don't want to give away the surprise because they won't be receiving them for a little while yet. But yes, that's it for the time being. I'll hopefully catch up with you a bit later, because I think I need to go and get some lunch, so I'm starting to get a bit hungry. But I hope you're all having a great Saturday. Bye! So it's a bit later now on Saturday. It's now the evening and me and Lee are now getting ready to go to the cinema. We're going with his sister and her fiance and his parents. Us girls are going to be watching 50 Shades Freed and the guys are going to be watching Black Panther. I think we're going to go and get some food first. I'm not quite sure where yet, but I know we're going to get some food. So hopefully I'll try and catch up with you a bit later after the film's finished. Bye! Hello! And today is Sunday. It is still the weekend. Woo! And the sun is still shining as well, which is always a good thing. So when we left you yesterday, we were just getting ready to go to the cinema. Before we went to the cinema, we actually went and ate at Friendly Fields, what's an American style like diner, what sells burgers and hot dogs and I think milkshakes, and I was actually quite impressed. We haven't been there before. It was a diner before, I can't remember what it was called, but I never really heard good reviews about it, but I haven't actually heard much about since Friendly Fields had opened. And I had the chili hot dog, which comes with 2 sides, and I chose the fries and the coleslaw and I ate it all up and I actually really enjoyed it, and I think everybody else enjoyed their food as well, which is always a good sign. And then afterwards we went to the cinema. The guys went and watched Black Panther and us girls watched 50 Shades Freed. I enjoyed 50 Shades Freed. I think for me it was an end of a chapter. Like when everyone was reading the books and the hysteria, I read the books then, and then you had this hysteria with the first film, and then obviously the film came out last year, and then for me this time round I was thinking like, if the first film came out now, I probably wouldn't have gone and seen it, but because I've seen the previous 2 and this is obviously the last film, I thought, yep, go and watch it. End of a chapter. It was good. It ended how it should have ended, and then I can just leave it there now and move on. Basically. I've just realised that the bag Lee brought me yesterday is still sitting on the sofa. Yeah, Lee came home yesterday from Iceland. I was like, I saw this bag for sale in Iceland and thought of you. So basically anytime he sees anything Disney, he thinks of me. So yes, he bought me this Mickey Mouse bag from Iceland. I don't know how much it was because the label's not on it anymore. But yes, if you want a Mickey Mouse shaped shopping bag, then go to Iceland. Available at your local Iceland. Anyways, I'm going to leave that down there. So back to today. Like I said earlier, it's another nice sunny day. I haven't done much this morning, just had a few things to do around the house. Lee's been editing my first weekly vlog. As mentioned in my first YouTube video, I became inspired by other YouTube channels sort of towards the end of last year, beginning of this year, and then probably just over a month ago, or just before then actually, I started like messing around and faffing around and be like pretending I am a video blogger, and I'd be like, so we are going here and we are doing this, or I have just done this, and I think like Lee just turned around to me one day and was like, why don't you actually do it? And I sort of came out of all these excuses like why I shouldn't do it and why I can't do it, and like one of the things I said was, well, I'm not very good at technology and I don't know if I'd be very good at the editing because I probably get quite frustrated with it. And Lee, who's quite good at that sort of thing, went, well, I can help you with that. And I just basically read that as, well, I'll do your editing for you and you can do all the recording. So he sort of stuck with that now, if he likes it or not. So yes, that's how I sort of a bit more work with Garn, and we are a bit of a working team on it now. So all the editing is down to him, so if you like that bit, that's his, and then obviously all the recording, and that is done for me. So yeah, this morning Lee's been editing, like I said, my first weekly vlog, and he's also been researching other like softwares what you can be using for editing, and I think he's found a new one which he's getting on quite well with. So yes, hopefully you're liking these videos. I think we're going to go and enjoy some of the weather now. I think we're going to go for a walk because we usually, when the weather starts getting nicer, we actually quite like going for like a walk on like either a Saturday or Sunday over the weekend to get out and about, because we obviously work in offices all week. But last year we didn't actually get out to do it very much because we didn't really have very nice weather during the weekends. But it's a nice day today, so I think we're going to go for a walk, and I think we're going to grab some lunch at the same time. So I'm going to go and get ready because I've got some nice little spots that have appeared, and I hope to catch up with you again soon. Bye! So Platform Pebble is just where we walked to. Lee's actually just walked off because there's somebody doing. We basically live in a town between Chelmsford and Colchester, that's on the A12, and we've just walked along the A12 on a path that's perfectly safe, a proper path from Whittam to a village called Platform Pebble, that's also on the A12. And so I was going to record walking, but it's really loud and you've got all these cars speeding past you at like 70 miles per hour. But now I think we're going to go and hopefully get a roast dinner in one of the village pubs. So I'll catch up with you again soon. Bye! We're just walking back into Whittam now. The temperature's actually dropped, but yeah, we had a really nice meal in a pub in Platform. We went to the Duke of Wellington, and I had the salmon and roasted vegetables with a side of a Yorkshire pudding, because it has to be done, it's Sunday after all. And it was actually really nice. It was a bit of a wait. I think they had an issue in the kitchen. I don't think they had a full kitchen staff on, so there was a little bit of a delay. But it was actually really good food, so when you have good food you don't mind waiting a little bit. But yeah, now we're just heading home. I think we're just going to have a chilled evening, so I'll see you again soon. Bye! Hello! And it's Monday evening, the first day of the working week is kind of over now. And I wasn't quite sure if I was going to do a video today. I didn't really know what to talk about because I'm feeling a bit like mixed emotion, not emotions but mixed feelings today. Obviously, like, I've watched my first weekly vlog yesterday, what's now hopefully will go live tomorrow evening at 6, and I took some good things out of it, some not so good things out of it, obviously places where I can improve. But then after there's parts of it that I felt quite proud of myself, like, oh yeah, I'm doing really well. Because one thing that I've noticed is doing this, it's brought myself, my inner self out again. I think recently I've sort of gone in myself a little bit. It's been noticed by people around me. But just in the last sort of couple of weeks, people have noticed a difference in me. They obviously knew something was changing with me because I sort of communicated a little bit more and I seemed happier, and so when I said I was doing this, they were surprised and shocked, but then I think they were like, oh, that's what's good for you, and they're encouraging me because they can see a difference in me and they can see how much happier I am. I'm happier in myself, and when I go out now I seem happier and I feel more confident, and I feel like I'm finding myself again. Because I think sometimes, especially with getting older, you can sort of just lose yourself a little bit, and I think I'm finding myself again. In these videos I'm still trying to find where I work within the videos, how I want them to work, what works for me, etc, etc. But I will get there in the end, and I will know I'll find my own way of doing this and how I want the route I want the videos to go in. At the moment I'm still trying to find that and trying to figure that in myself. But I'm hoping that I will get better, and I know I will get better with these videos. Just looking at how much I've come along in the last couple of weeks makes me feel happier, and when I watched these videos, the weekly vlog, I can see the change in me. Like I went out last week, I ate out a lot last week, what is not like, it's very unusual for me to eat out that much or eat as much of that type of food. Like I had takeaway, I went out a couple of times, I had pancakes for dinner because it was pancake day. Yesterday I went out for Sunday lunch, and I'm not saying I don't go out, I just don't go out as much as I have in that 1 week. But I'm not going to look at it as negative, I'm going to look at it as a positive, because I've said yes to a lot more things. It's been one of them weeks which stood out, like the other weeks when I probably won't eat out much at all or eat anything out the normal for me. Like I eat a lot of pasta, I eat a lot of noodles, I eat a lot of rice dishes, and I probably won't really like video them because that's my everyday thing. I record them when I'm doing something out of the normal for me. And yes, I ate a lot last week, and some people might view it as, well, you eat a lot of food, don't you, and you don't always eat the most healthy. Well, to be honest, I could take it as a negative, but I'm going to take it as I'm living for the moment. I look back and look like I've enjoyed my food. I'd rather enjoy my food than not enjoy it. I'm not saying you can't eat healthy, because I do eat quite healthy anyway. I can eat healthy if I fancied it. Like yesterday I had the salmon roasted vegetables, really enjoyed that. But my thing, I was talking to someone about it the other day, and I just said I'm going with this thing, like I'm going out and I'm going to enjoy myself because I'm living for the moment. It's brought my inner self out again, like I was saying, and I'm going to look back with happy memories when I look back at these videos, and not saying, oh, I wish I ate something better, or I wish I ate that chocolate, had that dessert at that time, because I'm not going to look back at that in a fond memory. And I think that's why these videos, it's bringing me out, it's wanting me to be a happier self, what I think is a really good thing. And I think doing this is a good thing. I'm not saying it's easy, and that's why I don't want to lie. I don't want it to be a sad video as well. I want it to be like I'm really super happy doing this. But it is hard doing these videos. It is building a lot. You look at yourself quite a lot. You're looking at you're finding your weaknesses, what are not always easy to face, especially camera on. But I'm finding them. I'm dealing with them. I don't know if I quite want to talk about all what I feel my weaknesses. I might do one day. But I'm really assessing yourself, and I think you can never be quite prepared for that. But I'm willing to get through their moments, and I want this to be a success. You know, it's a lot of timing and effort, and to an extent slightly some money as well, because you have to invest in all this stuff. But I'm hoping it will work, really. And I didn't quite know what, like I said, I was going to say in this video. I just want to see how it went. I've had to have a few breaks because I assessed what I was thinking, and I can't quite get everything out into words. I think basically what I'm just saying is that video blogging has made me a better person. And going forward, I feel quite comfortable recording in the house. I found that I quite like sitting down here in front of the sofas and recording. Don't quite know why I prefer sitting here than on the sofa, but at the moment that's why I prefer sitting. And then I just need to build a bit more confidence when I'm out and about. That's my biggest issue. Like, I'm going out quite a lot, and because I don't want to be a blogger who just sort of like talks and talks and talks and not actually showing the experience I'm actually living through. And that's one of the things I want to work on. I think it's just going to be a timing thing of slowly just building the confidence up and ignoring the people around you looking at you really strangely, because I think that's the worst thing, is people looking at you like, what are you doing? And that's what I want to work on. Like yesterday we went out to the restaurant, and I just wanted to sort of do a bit of recording my food and what I was doing, but I just couldn't quite build the confidence up enough to do it. But I have started building the confidence of doing it a bit more, like walking along. I was in more of a quiet area, but I will get there, and I think I'm feeling more empowered, and I just need to empower myself little on little per week. I have been rabbiting on a little bit, so I hope you're not all too bored, and I apologise. I didn't want this to be a negative video, I wanted it to be a positive video, but I wanted to get that views across, that there's times when I'm going to find it harder, and there's times when I'm finding it but I'm learning quite a lot, taking a lot more positives out of this as well, and I'm feeling a lot happier just doing this video than I did earlier when after watching my first weekly vlog, when I felt a bit more down, because I'm the one who can make the change and make these videos better. So on that note, I'm going to say good night, and I hope you've all had a good Monday, and I hopefully will catch you again later in the week. Thank you. Bye. Hello. And today is Tuesday. I feel a lot better today. I feel a lot more happier, a lot more positive, and I'm going to look at these videos a lot more open-minded with a positive outlook on them. So over the last couple of weeks I've come out with some spots, and I do get spots every now and then, and I know everyone does, but I had a few in quite quick succession. And I usually get spots for a number of reasons, and one of them is to do with stress, and I had a few different stresses going on at the moment, but one of the things I've been getting stressed with obviously with these video blogs, and I shouldn't be getting stressed with them because they're not designed to stress me out. They should be something enjoyable and fun, which they are. So I think I've got to start doing, if I start getting stressed with doing this, I need to put the camera down and walk away. And if the videos aren't perfect, then they're not perfect. I don't expect them to be perfect. If I'm not happy with them, I'm not happy with them. I can learn from it, move on, and if people don't like these videos, then they don't like these videos. I know many people will like these videos, people enjoy watching them, what some of my friends have seen so far they've enjoyed. So I'm going to focus on the positives, ignore any negative feedback I'll get back, and not worry about what other people think. And one of my other things what I think is not helping my skin is that I'm not drinking enough water. I try, especially at work, because I try and drink water. Like I've gone through over the years, you know, having a pint glass, drinking that. Recently I've been using my my flask what I got from doing the safari at Animal Kingdom, and that didn't really work because it's not very easy to drink out of. But today when I went to Tesco, I saw this bottle. And I thought, oh yeah, I like the colour because it stands out, and when I'll notice it when I'm sitting on my desk because it obviously stands out against everything else. But I think it was about £5. But I thought it was quite unique because obviously you've got to live like this, so obviously it's like a normal bottle. But also, and I don't think I'll use it purely for that function, but it's got a few different functionalities. So you can open it up like this, so I can use it as like just a normal glass. I don't know if it's meant to be used as a glass as well, you drink out of that. But anyway, there's lots of different functionality to it. I think it'd be really useful, so I could use it at work, or if I want to use it when I'm going out, I think it'd be a really good bottle to use. So I wanted to show that off, so hopefully that will help me drinking a lot more water. I also need to drink a lot more water at home because I can get quite easy to sit on the sofa and not really drink anything, especially because I have to go, if I'm just in the living room I have to go downstairs to get a drink, so I need to start drinking more water at home, but that's obviously not help. But I think I need to sort of set myself targets, so to not joy, I'm drinking Lucozade to replenish some of my energy stocks. Sorry, me again, and it's still Tuesday. My first weekly video blog went live this evening. I'm not entirely happy with it. There's a few things I've got to change with editing and the loading of it, but hopefully you get to watch it. If you haven't, go and catch it, and if you enjoy it, remember to give it a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, thanks, that's it, bye! Hello, and today is Wednesday. I've been toying if to do this video blog or not, because I feel a bit deflated. I'm in a really good mood last few days. Like my video went live yesterday. I've had really good positive feedback. It's boosted my confidence, and I felt really good in myself. So like obviously I normally go to my parents on a Wednesday, but they had previous arrangements tonight, so I not going to go. I didn't go and see them. But Lee normally goes out on a Wednesday anyway, so it hasn't bothered me. But he messaged me when he finished work, or when I was finishing work. So when I got a message, he's like, oh, he's worked in London today, and he got back to Whittam, and he was in one of the local bars. So he messaged me like, oh, on your way home I've got you lunch, so why don't you pick it up on your way through? And he's got me, I think it's some sushi, it's a little bit like a little treat for me. And I was like, yeah. So I chopped off, and he was like, oh, why don't you stay for a drink? And it was quiet. It was only like a couple of people. There was like us two, there's another couple, and I think one other, two other people. And I was like, yeah, it's quiet, nice, feels like a good atmosphere. And it was a really good atmosphere. It was nice and chilled, it was relaxed. We started chatting to this other couple, nothing deep, just something like light-handed, like, oh yeah, just get to know each other a bit. I don't know who they were, but they seemed really nice. And it was a really nice one, just casual, nothing heavy. You keep yourself to yourself, nothing bad. And then suddenly, I think they was arranged to meet at this time, and suddenly all these men come into this little bar, and I'm fine with people, but like places get busy and everything else, and everyone's entitled to go and drink where they want. But you know, keep yourself to yourself. You know, don't invade anyone else's personal space. That's my view, and don't invade people's things. This bar is only a small bar, but they just came in and they just took over, really. Like, they obviously took one area up, and I just felt really, and this is one of the reasons why I don't really drink there that much, because it gets very busy, what I'm fine with, but it's just some people who go in there and they just sort of think, and I felt so uncomfortable. My self-assurance just went, and I just was like, it just has basically just did ruin my happy bound feel, and now I feel quite deflated from it. It hit, like, when I go out to places, like when I know it's going to be really busy, I prepare myself mentally for it. I can create little bubbles, I can zone out and just stay in the bubble with the people I'm with, and I've got quite good at that. But I was not prepared for this. They came in, I think, and I just sort of, I was near the end of my drink, so I just drank it, went to the side, put my coat on, put my bag on, said bye to Lee, because I think he was going to stay. I might have stayed for another drink, but because they come in, that put a stop to it. Said a quiet bye to the couple, walked out, and had to stop and just breathe many steps, because I used to be a happy, confident person, used to go out and try loads of new things, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing these video blogs, to build myself, come out myself a little, build my confidence back up, because it's got really heavy knocked. I don't know why, and I don't know where it's come from. I think once you start going into yourself, it can quite easily, it's quite hard to get back out again, and you can go further and further at the end of the day. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to say bye, because I could moan and rant forever and a day, but this is the thing with these blogs, that I wanted to share my everyday feelings, because life isn't perfect. Things do bring you down, things do bother you, and it's how you deal with them. Hello, and today is Thursday. That means one thing, it is Friday tomorrow. Whoop whoop, Friday tomorrow. And I'm feeling a lot happier today. I've had quite an up and down week, had gone through quite a few mixed feelings, but I'm feeling a lot better now, and it's helped that it's been a really nice sunny day today. Still cold, so we still need the degrees to go up a bit, but it's been a nice day, and it just is one sign that we're getting very slowly closer to spring and summer. And it was a nice walk home, still walking home in the daylight, which is always a good thing. And also, like I said, it's Friday tomorrow, and I've got a good weekend planned as well, so it's all good. As I posted on my Instagram, I have got the Greatest Showman music songs back in my head, and that's thanks to Lee. Last night when he came home, we finished watching whatever we were watching on TV, and he was sort of laying there, and we were like, he was laying on the floor and I was sitting on the sofa, and he just started playing something like Guess the Film. So he was going through like guessing the film, so it's like Beauty and the Beast, Pitch Perfect, there was the stage show Wicked, and there's a few others, and then he played The Greatest Showman. And because this is the annoying part, is I had The Greatest Showman in my head, song stuck in my head all of last week, so I went and watched it, got it out of my head, and now I've got it back in my head again. So yes, I've had that in my head all day today, amongst the other songs also in the film. So I've been nagging at Lee to now he has to go and see it with me over the weekend. So we're going to try and fit that in. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to, because I think in our local cinema it's only on during the day, and we've got a few bits planned over the weekend. Because Lee hasn't actually seen it yet. I've seen it twice, but Lee hasn't actually seen it yet. So. But then he says, oh, I love the soundtrack. And I was like, you haven't even watched the film. So now when I listen to songs, I can imagine him, you know, walking in and the scenarios, and he has no clue of what is going to hit him when he does watch it eventually. Hopefully at the cinema. If not, then I'll pester him to go and purchase it when it comes out on digital release Blu-ray. I had a really nice lunch today. There's a few advantages of Lee going to work in London, and one of them is when he brings me lunch home for the next day, and today's consisted of sushi and chicken, and it was so good. I don't know where it was from, but I did take a picture, so hopefully I can insert it into this video. But it was so nice. It was really filling. I didn't eat it at lunch, so I spent like most of the afternoon like picking on it as well. But it was really good, and now I'm not even that hungry still. But it was a really filling lunch, but it's healthy as well, so it was really good. So if you're ever in to see the place, well, I recommend you going in. So today I went and picked up my pizza delivery from my local store. I usually every now and then order stuff into it because it's not the biggest shop, and I can't always get everything I want, and sometimes it's easier just to like order what I want and go and pick it up instead of like looking in the shop trying to find what I want. And I got a few other things, like quite a few bits actually, but I actually the reason for this video is I actually sometimes, like on their stuff, you obviously get free gifts if you buy certain products, and I was only actually going to buy one of these, but I ended up buying two because I wanted to get the free gift. So I wanted to get a new blusher brush because I've got a new blusher, and so I thought, oh, I'll get a new blusher brush as well, so it matches a bit of the colour. And to make it up to the two, I also got some cosmetic applicators, what I thought were useful for like concealer, and I can use them for eyeshadows and stuff as well, because I do need some new ones then. But anyway, the free gifts I got, and one of the first things I'm going to show you is I wasn't aware that it was part of the free gift what you got if you purchased 2 No. 7 products, but I'm not going to moan. So what I got sent was, and I did check my order and it wasn't on my order either, was the Beautiful Skin Hydration Mask for very dry skin. Now I have like sort of quite mixed skin, like I suffer from eczema and it's usually around the side of my face, but I do have suffer it from every now and then, so I can't have something what dries my face out too much because it. But on the other hand, I have quite oily skin at the same time, so they sort of quite contradict each other. But I think I'm looking forward to trying this. I will try it. I don't know when, but I do like it. It's quite a funky bottle as well. So I didn't actually expect it to be free, but I'm not going to complain and about anything that's free. So thank you, Boots, for providing it, if it was meant to be or not, and I look forward to trying it out. So this is the gift box that I knew I was going to get. It's the Skin That Glows gift box, and it's quite a nice size. I like getting the little gift boxes and the free stuff, so it's worth getting just something like for me to get these applicators, because I did need them anyway, because you just normally get little testers, and they're normally really good if you're going away or to test them out to see if you like them. So I've got a few of these over the time in various brands and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to open it up because I haven't actually opened it yet. I've taken stickers off, so obviously I could open it with ease. So yeah, it looks like it's a really nice box with the lid on it, and obviously it opens up, and I think it's obviously one you can open up a bit more into a bowl. So the first thing I'm getting now is the your free No. 7 Match Made lipstick worth £10 to find your favourite shade. To redeem your voucher, please visit your nearest No. 7 counter. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this out. No, I think because obviously you can only get No. 7 at Boots because it's their own brand. Oh wait there. valid from the 14th of February until the 10th of April. Oh, so I've got a good time to do that in as well. I do sometimes like the Match Made ranges they do, because it obviously helps you find a colour that suits your skin tone, and also they talk through what suits you best, and it's got quite a good range of dates on it, so it'll give me time to get to a bigger shop, because I don't think our local store I'll be able to do the Match Made service, but I can give me time to go to one of the bigger ones, and I look forward to trying and buying a new lipstick, because the women can't never have too many lipsticks. Well, I have only just bought one. The next thing that I have got is the like their blending sponges. So it's only a little one, but it's actually probably quite a good size, because you can just probably fill that in your makeup bag and you can just use it to blend, and I think you can also use them for contouring as well. So that's quite a nice size, because I was actually looking at them, but I was looking at the bigger one, so it's actually good I waited and got the smaller one for free. See how I get on with that one. And then there's some bits wrapped up in tissue paper. So bear with me. I've got the the Skin Illuminator Natural Looking Radiance for a Beautiful Glow. So it's a little tester, and that's really good, because that'll be something good to take away with you, or put in your bag when you go out if you're going on night. So it's a multi-factored light reflector, instant enhances your complexion for a natural looking radiance. So I look forward to trying that out, and it's a nice little size. And I think this is, this is a Stay Perfect eyeshadow. It's quite small, but good size again. So it's sort of like a light goldy bronzy, like a rose gold pink, shall we say, goldy colour. So yeah, I look forward to trying that out as well. So that was it, but I think you can't really moan when something's a free. Obviously I had to pay a bit to get the applicators, but I think that was a really good gift box, and I look forward to trying all the stuff. So that's it for this evening, and I hope to catch up with you again tomorrow when it is Friday, and then it'll be the weekend. Bye guys! Hello and happy Friday, and the end of the working week for me. Yes, I've finished work for the week. Yes. It's only going to be a short video because I'm running a bit late, because I got distracted by two strange looking men on my way home from work. I was just walking home, I walked past our local tapas and I saw these two people I recognised. I went in because I wanted to check something, because one of the people was Lee and the other one was called Steve, and he is Neve's fiance, who I've mentioned earlier in my weekly vlog. Because I wanted to check this with Lee, and they'll keep pestering me like, have a glass of wine. I was like, no, I've got to go home. Have a glass of wine. No, and they keep pestering me. Eventually, me, who's the wine lover, finds it hard to turn down a glass of wine, gave in eventually. So I had a quick glass of wine with them, and then I had to dash home, because actually I'm going round with my friend Neve's tonight again to have a girly night, and she's going to cook some dinner and we're going to watch Disney films, and I'm actually going to be going around in my Disney pyjamas. I think she's finally realising and coming around to my thought of Disney, so it'll be good. But I've just got to go and get ready and do that, and walk around to hers, because she only lives a minute, just about a minute's walk away, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to say bye for now. I don't know if I'm going to blog anymore or come back on, but if I don't, I hope you all have a great weekend, and if you like this channel, remember to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I might see you later. Bye!